This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories.
And welcome to my review of I think it's the Endor speeder bike chase. I don't remember what they fully named this set. It'll be in the title, but this is a speeder chase diorama, and yeah, see, this is a cool set. As I'll explain later, this is not the exact setup I had when I started recording this. The reason will be explained later in the video. Don't want to repeat myself in it. But the biggest problem with this is the build, and you'll see like a structural build. You'll see that later, but it has some cool figures. It has the newer Scout Trooper, which actually has a molded helmet. Very, very basic figure. This has been in a bunch of sets now, but not too many, so it's still a rare occurrence. We then have Endor Leia. This is the exact same figure that appears in the Advent calendar minus a cookie. So, not a huge difference there. And finally, Luke. I'll say he looks pretty cool. And is so far the only exclusive figure in this set. But yeah, honestly, he looks pretty nice and it is pretty decent. Here's a quick look at what the set looks like without the figures on it. But I'm going to be showing it off with the figures on it since that's how it's meant to be displayed. And now looking at the base of this set, this is honestly it's a really cool little structure. Biggest problem with this set is these trees are so easy to knock over. As you can see, I just pushed on that slightly and it's about to tip over. So if you're ever moving this, you want to put this towards the middle or back of a shelf, depending if it's against a wall or not. But you do not want this to be close to the front of a shelf, because if you bump into this slightly, you're knocking stuff over. All the foliage isn't in its correct place. It doesn't matter too much, so I didn't feel like checking the instructions for its correct placement. But that's the biggest problem on this set, is it's so easy to knock these trees over. This one's a little more secure than this one. But yeah, it's so easy to knock stuff around. There's a really cool view of the characters on there with Luke and Leia chasing the Scout Trooper. The trees, even though I complained about them a bunch, but easy to knock over, still look really cool. And it gives you a nice little look over of the Endor forest. And you can switch things around, so you could have like Luke. I know there's a way to switch around for Luke to be taking on the speeder. And maybe it would be cool if they include one more figure of a wicket and a little log to the side for Leia to meet him and actually have something, one of those lines from that, because quick jam their console center switch. Honestly, it's just not a memorable line. If you look at the other ones, you have legendary lines like do or do not, there is no try. It's the same problem with the pod race one from earlier this year. I'm still planning on getting that one, but I haven't got it yet. But I feel like there's just such a better line you could have got from it. Or maybe he's changing things around just slightly enough. So yeah, honestly, the set overall, it looks cool. You can pop this off, and then you take the plate off of here and just swap it down here. So I'm not going to do the full thing because I don't have a piece remover with me. But you can put it down there. That's essentially what it will look like. Obviously, not being raised a little bit, but that's how you could just have it be a normal border if you don't want the Return of the Jedi plaque on there. But I do, so that looks nice. And yeah, honestly, like I said, you get some cool views with this. And it's a nice set. I think I got this one also on clearance at Walmart. But yeah, honestly, just biggest problem with it is these trees really easy to tip over. You can see I am just tapping this with my finger, and you can see it shaking. If I push with just a little more effort, this would fall apart. But yeah, honestly, it looks it's a nice looking set. I just recommend never touching it and making sure your shirt doesn't accidentally get caught on it and knocking it over. So yeah, it's just better to keep this far back on a shelf and not messing with it at all. Nice set, but yeah, honestly, please let me know in the comments. Oh, we can actually take a look at the speeder bikes a little closer because I'm recording this video in reverse order. I'm going to do the minifigures last, so I don't have to deal with things being messed up. This is the Scout Trooper's bike. It's slightly different because it has the flat back here, since there's no figure that has to go on the back side. He goes onto it and it looks pretty good. And then you can just kind of align it with the pinhole. Align it with the pinhole. And this is why I recorded this in reverse order, because it is a pain in the butt to do this. So I'm just going to keep this to the side and I'll put this back together after I get it out. And I'm just going to check where it slides into over here. Alright, good. So now I can pop that out. As you can see, really similar. Also, it's really easy to knock the foliage out, as I said. So it looks nice, but if you ever touch this at all, you're going to be knocking stuff out, and you either have to check the instructions to put it back in, or just put it wherever. The speeder only difference here is that there's an open seat for Luke back here, where it's flat back there. But if you have another ones of those pieces, you can just easily turn this into a normal speeder bike. And yeah, honestly, this is a nice set overall. Is that my biggest complaint is it's so fragile and you could easily knock it over. But the speeder bikes, they look cool and they're nice inclusions to it. They're the most detailed version of the speeder bikes you think you can get. And yeah, honestly, it's really cool. I maybe prefer the original molded speeder bike a little more, but this still just looks really, really nice. I want to know what you think, though. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode of Legends and Theories.
Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.